Alright, it should be live. And yeah, do this. Where is this? In the new window. Yeah. No. Okay then. So today, uh well, first part of the morning is gonna be getting back the graphics settings. And then we may have the game running on Mac. Awesome. And they okay, let's check this out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, do I want full screen on Windows? Yeah, I think, you know what? Let's just skip it full screen. Okay, so I said that we got Epic, right? Yeah, we need to tailor this. Especially when we have the good level. Um, okay. It's quite strange that. Hmm. Okay. Um, the graphic settings. Um, yeah, let's check the code. Graphic setting. Right. So apply graphic setting change. That's really work. Graphic settings save game. What are those things? Um, graphics profile. Uh, yeah, that's a good. So, apply graphic settings, right? Right, great profile. We need to do something with this. So you know what? High graphic settings. This will go all. Will all go in the game state. I think so, right? Right. What is this? It's my thing, right? Yes. So why we don't do this? In here, we got. I'm not sure. game state becomes but nothing. This needs to be public, right? Oh, it's all public. Yeah, sus. Um, do that later. It's moving. That's what uh, graphics profile flat combo. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So this is the index, right? Okay, fine. So this is yeah. I don't like that this has been in total functions as well. Current option index, you say? Okay, it's still the no, I'm trying to graphics profile. Um, no, this is not the same, right? Profile, platform, resolution, platform. Okay. Yeah. What is this? And max. Uh, um. Okay, so I really don't like that this is called. This is called way too many times for my likings. I really don't like this. Let's do it properly. Um, yeah, because this will not change, right? So I think we need to, unfortunately, for our sanity, we need to store it, right? It's a horrible code, really. Did I write this? It's like written by Dado in 1995. Awful. Um, okay, now let me just want to say, listen, um, hmm, yeah, Okay. Um, okay, I'm gonna want to see what the hell is that mess all about. Um, this is so bad, man. It's awful, awful code. Need to be constructed. I think this gets called. Okay, let me recap because this is like, yeah. Right. So, what the hell is this? So, get available resolutions, right? So this is a resolution array. Well, I mean, I just need to store this. Why this is here? It's not in the class. Okay. So what does this thing return? Book. Oh, okay. It's got some resolutions, right? So, oh yeah, which are here? Okay. That's awful. Oh, that's not my code at least. So for each resolution, did I really put this? This is like ridiculous. Yeah, refresh rate. Okay. Um. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. It's the only few places where writing comments is usually, yeah, I kind of agree with the principle that if you need to write comments all over your code, it's yeah, your code is quite bad. But there are places where you just have to. But yeah, but in general, the problem of commenting, all the code is that the code changes, faster than you can you can change the comment, and you're always gonna catch up with your comments. So I think yeah, it should be done only in a like very, very tricky situation. I think this is a good one. I think what is happening here is like we query this resolution, right? But this resolution, right, like how long is this here? There are 28 resolutions, but most of them are the same and with a different refresh rate. So I think the problem that is no, 24. Oh, ah, refresh rate 24. No, okay. Forget what I said in the last like 2 minutes. What is this? Okay, I mean, I got 20 billion resolution, which we will never need because we don't care about that. What's going on with the refresh rate? 24 M. Right. It's like TV. Yeah. From the 80s. Ah, this monitor is pretty good, so surely not. uh, Oh, ignore refresh rate. Ah, yeah, here we go. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, almost discard what I said in the last 2 minutes. But yeah, if we don't discard the refresh rate, then it will just bring, 1080p and then all of the supported refresh rate. So, but because we do this, then all we have to do is Wait, what is this thing? Why do we even care? It really, I think I must have get it from someone because this is not my code. I would never do this. Uh, that, that's stupid. Ridiculous. Um, yeah, okay, so this is absolute stupidity. Actually, not quite. Um, so this is the index for the resolution. And then what we do here, we take. So what if this if? So if game state, which what? I mean, this is stupid. Shouldn't. It has to be a game state, right? But anyway, um, all right. So here I'm checking if. No, okay, no, okay. This could be my code, but this wasn't. No, I mean it was my code. Just it's awful. Okay, G system resolution. Where's this guy? Where are you? G system resolution. What is that? What the hell is this guy? Arian Engine. Us. I think this is just. Yeah, I think I was constantly fighting against the Arian Engine madness. Sure, this always have to be. This is annoying. Um, oh, I think it can be like just quick and easy. So it goes to the resolutions, right? So if you save this resolution, right? But then yeah, so this guy here, right? Save game. Yeah. So hmm, Hmm. Come on, just need to, we're better than this. Um, so if he hasn't got a game state, then he can't do anything anyway, right? So, um, at this point, you should just I think we're gonna do this one. Oh, just stupid. Right. So, yeah, there's no point in just having all of that as if the game state. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, this is a case of structure bombing and it's quite a bit. Okay, so this guy here needs to really go. Really needs to go here. Oh, what? No. What the heck? Graphic settings, huh? Yeah. Okay. Private. No. So, field option. Um, but then it can't be. Right? I'm really even tempted to say, what this is just uh, it's- so so this has to be one of these guys, right? Mm, no. Yeah. Yeah. Do that later. So that's okay. Uh, okay. Solution. Okay, goes through the resolution, right? That's like this is just nasty. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let me see if you are you like no. Let me stop. Um, stop. Spotify. You okay? Can you speak there?
Hello. Ooh.
I think. Yeah, I think people will hear you.
It
You're
might
the only one
confuse me
watching
with
this.
like
Oh, sorry, I
like
didn't read the
Russia
chat
line
at
of
all. Sorry, chat. How do the flips work control wise? Well, that is David Masterclass. I
just
just
flicks
flick
it.
it.
Like a volt. Just you flick it.
You flick it,
Nothing
flick and
crazy.
flick.
Like there's not like press 6 different buttons and this and that. Low key is because I was like, I remember initially doing it, I was like, maybe you press like different triggers for different, and I was like, who wants to learn that? You know what I mean? Really? I don't know about you, Dada, but I don't want to learn 6 inputs just to do a cork. Yeah,
Now, I'm at that
cheap,
part of my
cheap.
life that my memory starts to fade.
I mean, yeah. So it's just like you just hold the flip modifier, I guess to say, and then you just flick different ones in different directions. For like corks and stuff, you do like spins on the stick and stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like it's the kind of thing that you'll probably, even if I don't tell you how to do it, you'll probably just figure it out within like 2 minutes. It's just quite straightforward, which I think most systems should be, right. It should just be like, all right, yeah, like, you do it, and it just makes sense.
I quite like our approach that you don't necessarily have to remember, what the exact sequence of things
It
is.
just
It's
makes
just,
sense, right?
yeah, it's more like, yeah, let's try this and see what. Of course, there is a balance to that, yeah, but yeah, in general, as a principle, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's how it should be. Like, I think the second it gets like complicated when you start like, yeah, like having to remember like, what was this move again? And you almost write down like a list of stuff to do. I was like, yeah, it's just that's too much. And over time, you just play and learn what the input is. But it should also just make sense. Because if I was like to say, I was like, oh, you want to do a cork, right? Your first thing is to be like, okay, I need to spin the stick somehow, right? So that should be what the input is. Not like, oh, use left trigger, right trigger, hands, and you tuck your hand in, and it's like, it makes no sense. The thing is, ironically, it probably makes more sense like in like a, I guess like semantic way or like like technical way, but it's like overkill. Like there has to be a level of abstraction, right? Like between the move and the input for it. Like so, you don't need to know every little intricate element of what goes into a cork to do a cork, right?
Yeah, I would say take as an example the pinch zoom, which I think is the greatest
Mm.
like UI UX. case of all time, because you don't have to teach anyone to pinch zoom. Like if you give a tablet or whatever to a 2 years old, they will like pinch zoom to go in the thing. And that like first principles, like first basic instincts that every human has. It's so powerful. Like I think the pinch zoom is just incredible, really. But trying to do something similar there is like, yeah, just flick it this way and see if this flick is what I think it is. And even if it isn't, just the fact that if it's natural to do that movement, I think it's good. All right, so yeah, I'm just cleaning up this code. This is just giving me headaches, and almost there. I don't know who is the idiot that wrote this code in the first place. That it was awful. Probably Gans, like sneaking in the C++ code as usual. Damn. So I have to clean up his mess. But yeah, so yeah, menu wise, right?
Mhm.
Apart from the like visuals, right? Which is another topic, but like functionality wise, I think we're quite close. Um, for the uh, so we got two menus to do, right? We got the pause menu with the graphics settings and blah blah, and the controls as well. We need to have not the tutorial, but we need to have a place at least in the game in which we say, yeah, these are the controls, right? I think that's like, yeah, we probably have to do it. But apart from those, right, pause menu, right? Do we want to for this release having a, a like a start menu? Like the one that says, yeah, like you know, play the game and start from. Like we had that
I'd
pretty
like
cool.
to, yeah. I'd like to.
Do you wanna
I think it's one of those things
set
where
that?
we may not even need it, right? But it's one of those things where I think it always goes a long way in the experience wise.
Yeah,
Like, and I think as well, like buying the game, you just feel like you're getting more of a game, if that makes sense.
yeah, and not just this tech demo, right? Okay, so let's have a hard stop on the. Are you in a position to start working on the start menu?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm hard. I just got obviously some little bugs and what to fix with the
yeah,
slide and adding the landing and crap like that. But I'm not. That's not my priority right now. Everything's feature complete. I think it's just about now fine tuning everything.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, yeah, I'm more
Okay,
ready
so
for that.
should we have a hard stop on the start menu today? I just like go full in today, and then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I think yeah, let's do it. Like start. I think start menu. Obviously, like the intros, the start menu, and then the pause menu. Then yeah, just
Yeah, so I'll show you
smash it out.
quickly for the pause menu
Mm.
what I have, right? It's well, it's the same thing there was before, right? But so what I did here, which is interesting, is so um I have my own controls. They're all C++ control. For example, I have this tabbing thing. Can you see my
Yeah,
stream?
so
Right?
this looks cool. Yeah,
Is
this
it?
looks a lot cooler.
So,
Yeah, I like this.
this one is basically, so each one of these, item here is a control. So this is a list control, and this is a tab control. I don't know what that name is, but yeah, tab control, and I, and this is like normal menu control, right? Like you got other things. Yeah, this is a slider as well, and they all work with mouse and keyboard,
Mm.
gamepad and whatnot, right? So the good thing about this is because they're all in the C++, in a C++ class, you are still you still use it in the blueprint, but they are, you know, all the logic is in the C++, and I show you, like, if you see the graphics menu here. So, for example, let's say the graphic settings, right? These guys here, right? So this is a flat combo, which is, you know, a banging, awesome, epic, and stuff like that, right? That we go here. But you only declare, right, this class. So basically, this is like a flat combo widget, right? Why this is not?
Yeah, cool. And then we can go to the actual flat combo widget class and just define how we.
Yeah, exactly. So, so let's say that you have this flat combo, right? A graphics resolution flat combo, right? When you construct the widget, right? You just say graphics profile flat combo, like fill the options, right? So if you see here, this is gonna be oh, and the title as well, right? So so we go in enum here, right? Which is like our option, right? Well, I mean, it is an enum, but we can choose, you know, strings or whatever. Like, but in this case, enum is
Yeah,
like it's
you know,
quite good.
most
It's
of
quite
that.
fun. Potato, banging, awesome, and epic, right? So what normally, right, you should say, okay, get here, get the enum, add these 4 things in there, but then then you change the enum, you need to update this. So here you just say, okay, we're gonna have a graphic setting flat combo, right? And then in the native construct in C++, you say, okay, just you know, fill wherever you got there, right? So in this case, he will fill the enum with the strings from the enums, right? And then he also say, okay, when somebody click on that, this is your delegate to, you know, call the function to, you know, apply those settings, right? And you call this apply graphic setting change. So you set all the logic here, right? So, and here it just became just only like visual style. So you can change all this visual style as as you want, right? Like say here, like if you are not happy about, you know, there's, you know, visuals here, you can you know, you can choose whatever you want graphic side, but the code is completely separate, right? Which I think it's it's very good. And so if you see here, like a no, you got the title here, and then you got uh the 4 options that comes from this enum, right? So it did. Then if you change the enum, this will change as well, and you can add the remove, and, you know, it's not gonna be, you know, completely flawless. And the same for here. This is a list. So here we say all these number, all these possible resolutions here, they're equally, like, they say, okay, just this is graphics resolution in a flat combo, and they say, okay, fill the they actually add an element to the flat combo, right? In this case, you know, add is go through all of the possible resolution and add it. So yeah, all the logic that you know, and all the data, all the dynamic data is handled in the C++ counterpart. So here, basically all it does here is basically showing, showing the visual for this widgets, right? And also, what it does also is it's already binding all of the keys. So, like, for example, these controls here, right? Like, yeah, actually, this is not very good because I need to change it. So for all of
Yeah, we're
these
gonna kill that.
yeah, graphic setting, right? Like, you are already, like, everything is already bounded to the the keystrokes, to the all the of the gamepad. You don't have to change um uh, this blueprint, this design blueprint, and say, okay, when you click on this, oh, if it's a key press, does that. Like the graph is basically completely empty. Like there is no logic here. It's all done in this.
Hmm.
So, like, as long as you issue a widget which comes from SPP, uh, graphic settings menu widget, which is this guy here, right? It's all done, all of the key logic for you and everything. And this guy here is the parent is hits both menu widget, right? So in this guy here, so basically here is where um, when he has all the logic to deal with, increase the slider, decrease the
Moving.
slider, move up the list, and stuff like that. So it's all done for you. And equally, like when you go, like all this logic here to go in and out the settings as well, that is already done for you. You don't have to do anything weird, like, okay, you just present this menu, remove, blah blah, just does all for you. So all the callback for you, like they're all done. And this is like, here is got all the logic. If you see here, I've just bind all of the actions here for every every possible thing that you can do. And then here, like, I got all of the logic to uh, present a new window, blah blah blah. So yeah, it took me ages to do this, but what I'm really happy about is that there is absolutely no logic here. It's all graphics. It's only graphics. You just choose your
Okay,
style.
so here I can just so in terms of like the visual, in terms of, so for example, if we go to the pause menu,
Uh,
in terms of like the visual for like what it looks like when it's selected, yada yada yada,
yeah,
is
this
that
guy here.
all as well, just in the widget, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah. So this is all individual, right? Like here, you said, okay, like you want to change how this works, but yeah, it's just it just just change. Yeah, the slight thing that I so if you want to change from text to graphics, so let's say that you want to use that, like, slightly blur the thing, right? Um, so the only thing there is that uh, we're gonna accumulate a little bit of a tech debt because we need to localize it at some point. So localizing text is easy because it's already done for us. It's just just put it in a table and translate to languages. Localizing bitmaps, it's a lot harder. So yeah, we need to make a call about, do we want to have something that 100% we need to change, possibly accumulating some technical debt because we will need to possibly, you know, completely redo visually, right? Not logically, but visually we will need to redo it when we do the localization. Um, or we just say, let's try to make the best out of the text and see what we got. But yeah, but that is the only thing that is quite tricky. But I mean,
Okay.
we make a call and and we go for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Okay, cool. And so these all these texts, these are a widget for like menu items, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, let's, for example, here let's go the default text, and again, like, because there is no logic there here, like this, this resume item, right? No, if you look into the SPP pause widget menu, what is it? Pause widget menu, right? Here, yeah, so here you register. What's the actual? Oh yeah, so here you register a menu item. So the way it works is here you got this U property here. It's got this is the key. It's a meta bind widget, right? So here it says I have an item which is hits menu text text item UI, which is called resume. Okay, and you need to have, and this is it. This is like hits
Yeah, pointed to that one.
menu text item, and what it is one of these guys, right? So here he said, okay, like you in your blueprint, say in your
You need to have
design of
this.
it, you need to have one of these because you are bounding it, right? And you will have it because you said, oh, is bounding to this. If you remove this, it is gonna complain in the compile, say you don't have a resume widget, right? What is your entry? So like you just create the entry with the same name, and then here I just have this little macro. I couldn't do a function because I'm really stupid. But you say, okay, the this is the title, and this is what happens when you click over it. But the nice thing about this is that if you see how it works, it's got all the animations in and everything. I see here, like it
Yeah, that's because
goes,
that's what I was gonna. Yeah, because it's nice
yeah,
to see they all seem to.
the whole, because you just need to say, okay, this is an item, and you know that the item is on a list. So when it goes out, it just brings out this way when you can see, and that you can define, like you go the um you go um, animations in, which is called fade in, which again, fade in is declared as uh, as one of those bind widget.
No,
What
as a
is fade
property,
in?
right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
this. But yeah, here we go. Like, so in this case, it's bind widget anim, but you need to have a fade in anim, right? So in your fade in anim, if I click play, you just like here you choose, how these things are controlled and blah blah. So and
Ooh, that's
and
really
that
cool.
gray effects and stuff as well. You just but like when you
Yeah, we
change
can handle all
one,
that.
you change all of them, and that is the beauty of that, right? You don't have any.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
cool.
So yeah, here you can just customize your entry, your exit. The exit is the same, but is in reverse, stuff like that. Yeah, so you go like, so basically everything is ready for you to be. Now for the intro menu, I don't think we want to have necessarily something like this. Maybe a little bit more like 3D or something, but like if we start
Mm.
to mock it up, then we'll yeah, then we see what we can, reuse from this.
Okay,
Because
yeah. All right. In that case, what I can do is if yeah, if I do so, because I think because we did some designs with Drew. Me and Drew went through some stuff, kind of, and so one of the things I want to do is actually have the possible things we might have in the future, but not necessarily like have them enabled. So just like disable them so that they like grayed out, for example.
yeah,
Um, so it'll be like, and it's a bit more of a process. So I think there's going to be a couple more like stages of widgets. The the thing that I also want to see for the graphics menu, for example, was potentially rather than having like so now when you go like what's it called? Like you go like graphics, like press start, it's like graphics, then you go back and then you have another section that's audio. I don't want it to be like press start and then you go like settings. And then under settings you then have like tabs at the top that you transition between. Now I'm guessing that behavior would be um done through you'd have to create like the combo box something similar for that as a
yeah,
widget to then cycle through different widgets, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that. So do you not do that in the pause menu?
Yeah, so I think for pause menu, kind of what I was thinking was, I mean, I'm showing my screen. Sort of. Yeah, so pause menu, kind of what I was thinking was like, obviously go in and then have like, let's see, then, so rather than this, it'd be like settings, for example. Oh, this is a terrible one to see. It'd be like, yeah, it'd be like settings, and then have like, what's it called? Rather than like one big thing, graphics settings, it'd have like a tab here, like, what's it called? Yeah, like graphics, audio, display, like
Right.
the
So
different
basically,
like
the tab is the okay. Yeah.
the different sections, right? And then so it's just in one thing. So then it cleans this up a bit, especially as this becomes, as you increase the number of set, because then you can go like settings, and then if you wanted, you can then have like section be like, oh, I have a couple different choices. Be like, I want to do gameplay settings or visual settings or display settings, and then you go into
Yeah.
there, and then you have a bunch of options there. So I think just like starting to get that pipeline solved. But in this case, we just have what, like, it'll just be realistically, I guess, a graphic. I think it might be worth setting that up anyway. So like having like gameplay settings, or like realistically having like, maybe not. Um, I quite like. I mean, I quite like how FIFA do it. So FIFA have like, when you go into like the settings menu, they then have uh like these like grid, like it's like a grid thing that you can go between to be like gameplay, whatever
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is. Um, and then you can like specify exactly. Then you go into like a bit more of a deeper settings kind of thing. So I think something similar to that would be cool in terms of like, so in here we go into settings, and then if you go into controls, yeah, like settings, and then we had like gameplay, graphics, audio. Yeah, I think we can split it like that way actually. So gameplay, yeah, actually no, we don't need the thing because I think gameplay is its own set. So if we had like gameplay, graphics, audio, and then maybe like display, right? So you have like your resolution and stuff. Um, and then yeah, so this, and then that can obviously scale to as many as we need it to be. Um, but I doubt it'd be that much. Um, but yes, like if you had like gameplay, graphics, audio, display, and then you had like, okay, in my gameplay settings, this is when you can be like, oh, make the game realistic mode. There'll be nothing there, right? But in the future potentially. And then if you go to graphics, then you'll have like, oh, profile, and then you have like specific, oh, what do you want your texturing? What do you want your anti-aliasing? What do you want your, yeah. Then you have like audio, like master volume. Oh, this guy really like music volume, sound effects, go volume, like this, yeah. I like this. This is cool. Wait, it changes it.
Yeah. 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 So I just fixed that. That semicolon there is gone, and now just fix that, those little things. Yeah. Okay. So this is for the pause menu, right? Like do we want to start the game from the pause menu? I think
No, I think,
it needs to be a cooler one, right? It just needs to be
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
I think it'd be sick to like. So when we were like brainstorming with Drew, it was sort of like. I mean, actually, I have got the level. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be this like texture level, which is a bit tricky. But I think the pause menu needs to like transition. Like I think the main menu, right? So the process, the flow was like have your intro screens, right, which would be your um yeah, which would be your like your hits video, your STORROR thing, and then that intro like tagging is on the rise, and right, and then you go into the main menu, which would be like, for example, this kind of thing, but like an interesting shot, it'd be like 3D in the background, but then 2D in the front, right? And you could just be like, just whatever like visually aesthetic shot, like it could even just be like something like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like your text going on the sides, and then as you go to the next section, it'll like transition quickly because no, you don't want it too slow
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like a slightly different shot, somewhere in the world. And like we can either do it that it keeps going to the same spot or it randomizes it. So like maybe the next shot is this one here, right? Like
Yeah, I
like
like
a
that.
cool shot
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, nice.
And then after then the next shot, like depending on where you are, it shoots to like, and then maybe the next shot is like one like this, right? And then it'll
Yeah,
say, oh, like shoot to a random one within a range of XYZ, right? And so then then you can like pull to different points where it's not too much of a like you could filter the world and have like you could have like 20 or 30 different possible positions you set up, right? So that and then you just say, oh, like when you first launch, go to a random one to have the menu, right? And then go to a random one near it, right? Every time you transition, like then you do one like this, for example. I mean, like yeah, like I can imagine like a shot like this would be interesting, and then maybe like uh even like something like this would be maybe hopefully actually see the London Eye, but like a shot like that or something might be cool. You know what I mean? I just think it'd be really way more visually interesting.
yeah. I think.
So I think that's what the main menu really, and I'm thinking the because the main menu is almost a game mode. That's the thing that I'm wondering in terms of how, the logic for setting that up, because it's sort of like a game mode in the sense of like when you play it, there's like these set of rules that you're like it's all UI based, but your character's not. But I guess you could also just have it as the normal one, right? And then because then what we can also do is I can then transition from the whatever camera you're at to your gameplay start when you press play, so that it does a nice transition into your character.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
I think the only issue that I see with that is that we are coupling the the level with the UI. So let's say that we move the
yeah.
we have we don't have this level anymore. We have Paris, whatever, right? So we will need to redo uh the whole intro screen. So it's not like
Also, well,
isolated
this
anymore.
was what I
It's
was.
tightly coupled to uh, an asset in a way. But
Well, this was actually what I was gonna say. That's the thing to avoid, though. So basically, the main menu, right? It doesn't care what level you're in, right? The main menu has these like set
yeah,
camera
points
pointers,
in
right?
space. Yeah,
So it's like if I say, "Oh, I want to have a main menu," right? The main menu will say, "Oh, like, have I been given? Does this level have any like camera? Let's call it like menu target, right? Does it have any menu? If it has none, right? We just say like, okay, well, just show or whatever. Or if it just has one, then it can't transition between, right? But then if it has like multiple, then you can go to a random one that isn't too far, right? And so that's a case of like then it's a case of like almost we make it more like a component where in the sense of like if you want to have this camera movement stuff, you can add these targets and it will naturally and it will pick it up. But irrespective, if I was to drag this system into another level, it would just work anyway.
yeah, yeah. It will work.
That
Yeah,
then hopefully should decouple the level from the main menu. Like, because you're right, it shouldn't be if the main menu needs something in the level. It should be like if the level wants to work with this additive system, the main menu can do. Then you need to do something in that level to make it so.
yeah. I think it's like logically the thing that is slightly awkward there is that the you need to load the level before you load the menu.
Yeah.
So that is the only thing that I'm slightly worried about because let's say that we have a very big level. I know at some point we will have some pretty big data. So I don't want that the user will just wait for 30 seconds before actually anything
Hmm.
happened, right? But yeah, it's
You, I mean, I guess so. That's when we also need to introduce some loading screens and whatnot. Um, but even still, yeah, like you said, because yeah, I
so.
think this is gonna be a stick.
Do you want to mock those? Like if we have if we have the logic for going in, like, okay, let's have a menu camera component or whatever, right, that
Mm-hmm.
you basically move between points, right?
Mm-hmm.
uh and that is basically gonna be our, well, I guess our intro menu, right?
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So if so, should we do? I'm thinking, what one do you want to? Which one do you want to get done? Should we just let's do the. Well, what I might do very first is get the intro screen sorted.
Yeah,
Um,
get the intro
like
screen
should we just go
sorted.
bit by bit, right? Just tick them all out and don't move on until we're done with the previous one.
Yes, yeah. So get the
Right.
intro screen sorted. I mean, logic wise, don't worry about binding the keys and stuff like that because you got all that
Yeah,
code
yeah.
already sorted. So just go, like, just make it work with the whatever gamepad, whatever now, and then I will bring my code over and it should just be binded correctly. Um. So yeah, get that logic going, and then meanwhile, I'll be basically finishing uh so the thing missing there is that you change the settings there, but nothing happens because they didn't connect it to the
Mm.
real graphics settings. So I will have that thing sorted hopefully in the next hour. Uh yeah, and then we converge and we take the intro screen and we see, yeah, we see what we do about it.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yes, and also yeah, actually we got a couple of comments in the chat. Yeah, I think, yeah, the other thing is that once you load the level, possibly you either load the character as well, right? I mean, most likely because I think you
Yeah.
just say, yeah,
Well, see, I
yeah,
think like you will definitely. So then it have to be whatever. Yeah, like like killing any input. But I like the thing
yeah,
what we
yeah.
really
That's
wanted to
not a
do
problem. Yeah,
was like when you then play, it's like the character is like I don't even know. He's like doing like oh yeah, like Krat said it. Yeah, the character sitting somewhere, and then he stands up, and then as the camera gets transitioned to him, he stands up, almost like a sequence, right? He stands up, and then it transitions into that gameplay element, right? Like of oh, play
yeah,
your initial animation, and then camera mode.
yeah. I think that is gonna be fine because I think, yeah, I mean, we will we will tell nicely that maybe the character is actually in some of the shots in some interesting ways,
Yeah, for
but that
sure.
should be completely agnostic of. I think the only
Completely.
thing
Yeah.
that we should care about is like the camera transform points, like position and rotation of the camera for
Yeah.
whatever point you want to go to, right? And that is the only data that. So the only data that we need to care about is a transform matrix, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one we have. And I guess really, I guess it's a case of creating um yeah, I guess so for that, is it a case of saying like the main menu widget will have this like menu camera component, which this
Yeah,
camera component can have multiple targets. And then
correct.
in the
Yeah,
level, you can
yeah,
add multiple targets. Then the component itself will say, query a level, create your targets, and then have
yes,
maybe like a delegate. Or maybe what it can then do is then in the component can have a callback to switch
yeah,
position. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
Cool.
exactly. Yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
like all the logic, we will have our intro menu class, which
Mm.
will handle all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that logic. Yeah, like
I
as
mean, I guess
long
I
as
can do that then after then.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. As long as we don't have any dependency on the level, on any hardcore dependency, like oh yeah, we got this actor in the level that needs to be there, otherwise the UI won't work. Yeah, as long as as long as we keep like yeah, we go a list of transform matrices and that's it, right? It should be fine.
Yeah, that sounds good actually. Yeah, that should sound good. All right, cool. So what I'll do then is I will. Oh yeah, let's do it properly then. I will set up the intro videos, get that sorted, and then I'll create that camera component. And
Yeah,
then once that's created, then let's sync on the UI. Like,
yeah,
yeah, well, I guess when the begin player, the level trigger, whatever it is, right? And then yeah, let's sync on setting up when you first play the level, getting it to do whatever it needs to do. All right, cool.
yeah, perfect. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, if you want some reference, right? If you go, if you see like hit pause menu widget UI, like this guy here. If I see some reference, so basically my idea is that uh, everything that we use is not as simple you use a widget because otherwise the you use a widget as is you will always have dependencies of
Mm.
whatever it is, so we derive from there and we will create our own hits intro menu widget UI, and then that is where the logic is gonna be, like the cameras, the transform matrices, all the logic wise it's gonna be, and then we will have an SPP uh, intro menu widget which has all of the SPP stuff, like load Drew in the level and making blah blah blah. So we will have like these two tiers, right? One is the hits one, which has got the logic that we can use for any game. Like yeah, go with the camera there, we can do in any game. And then there are the
Mm.
SPP specific one, which derives from that, which has whatever we need to have for SPP specifically. So yeah, that
Yeah.
is basically the hierarchy.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, because I mean, the intro stuff, because obviously there's like the engine way of doing it, right? In terms of like how we did before. So are we saying instead we do that through this new SPP intro menu
Oh,
widget?
you're talking about the first movie thing. The
Yeah.
No, no, no. I think that we will use that whoever a real give us. Yeah, yeah. For the movies,
Okay.
right? Yeah, no. Let's use whatever we. I think it's already there, right? If we have a
Yeah, I
package
think I've
video,
already added it.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, let's keep you. No,
Oh,
like
the start of the
after.
movies. Yeah, I've already got them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. After we finish the movie, yeah, I think the one thing is there is a setting which says movie can be
Movies are
skippable
skippable.
somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that,
Yeah. Yeah.
like let's have those settings there. Movies. Oh, here we go. Movies are skippable, right? So let's have those settings there. Um, yeah, this is perfect. Like, wait for movies to complete. I think no, movies are skippable. No, I think yeah, wait for movies to complete. Yes,
Yeah, and then if the
and
game waits
movies are
for start of
skippable.
movies to
Yes,
complete, even if loading has finished. Yeah, yeah.
movies are skippable. Yes, so yeah, yeah, they are skippable, and just wait
Cool.
until the thing is done. Yeah, so we keep this, and then we go into these guys here. Then we go into our intro guys. Yeah,
Okay,
we
cool.
see
So
because
the ones okay. So what I'm making now is that intro, is that SPP intro widget, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, SPP. No,
Okay.
well, they first do the hits intro post, whatever name hit, which let's go the camera transform and stuff like that, and then we do
No,
the
yeah, so okay, so okay, yeah. So I'll do the start menu. We'll do the main menu. Let's do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. That should be pretty easy.
All right, I'll do. Let me work on that component now. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll go drink.
And yeah, meanwhile, I will just try to apply those settings and see if it's um, if they are applicable. Yeah. Yeah. Thank this option, right? Full option. Oh, this just be zero. Yeah, I think so. Uh, okay, it's not quite. Okay. It's a bit better. Right, so that's well, oh, okay, okay. Okay, this needs to go for now. Okay. Yeah, right. Right. So this is 800 versus 600, right? So I think, right? I think, I think we can. So, some bit. Okay. This is proper. Then and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do here is string um I'm gonna do just a normal function here. Ftext, no, ftext, string, um, uh, The option text is F. Yeah, okay. Turn this. All right. This will be, yeah, rest the string. Wait. Oh. Um, yeah, I think it has to be, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like this. Yeah, this should be all we need. Right? Like that the code became like short. Yeah. Okay, so well, um, yeah, no, I think the logic is correct. It's just for some reason, it's not. What the unsigned hint? What is? That's -1. The hell is going on? The debug, right? Height. What? So resolution is fade, right? With this guy. Like 480. Height 480. Yeah, width 640. What does this? What? That makes no sense. What are you doing here? Yeah, this is for like -1, right? Uh, next one. Then click 600. Mate. Okay, this guy here. Yeah, I mean, this clearly is not gonna work ever. That, what am I looking at here? I mean, this looks correct. Yeah, that's got all the numbers, right? Yeah. For some reason, oh, where did I quit? Some reason. There's another number. Yeah, this is so annoying. Yeah, sure. So, right, solutions. All right. Yeah, with high. You ain't supposed to take. You ain't supposed to take. I I don't understand why those are fun. Uh, recombine. Yeah, it's just a random number. Um, I mean, okay, it's the hell is going on? I don't understand why these are working. I guess the correct number here. The text is correct. Doesn't tell me that number. Hey, this is highly sus. Ah, so 800. Mate. I mean, this is stupid. This even a thing? This is resolution. It's um. I mean, is that because if I run it, new editor window. Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, at least it makes some sense. Uh. Let's see this guy here. Yeah, I think that's um. Yeah, that's so stupid. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't apply, right? Because it's not window, right? Okay, okay, so, um, combo. What's that? What's the transform there? Um, how do I um oh, render transform? Okay. Cool. So like 400, 500. 600. Okay, perfect. Uh, here is this called Windows mode. Windows mode combo. Not one combo. Okay, Windows mode for that combo. Uh, yeah, here. Uh, Windows mode. So window mode is um uh yeah, just this um this is the graphics. Mhm. Paint this is yeah so this is graphic mode. Good option from Elon. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Window. Window. Oh, yeah, I need to restart. Um, yeah, there
Okay,
it is.
let's do this.
Green mode. Yeah, actually. Mm. Now, I don't know what it's called. Green mode.
Right, let's create this.
Yes, mode. Uh, yeah, display mode. Yeah, that's it, right now. Build. Yeah, save. Um, We're gonna do the fade in later. Okay. So
Yeah. Okay.
request
That's good.
resolution change. It's quite handy, right? Later on, helper function for changing resolution are set rice console command. Function was set.
Doesn't.
There it is here. Yeah.
That the camera component. Are we saying that's a component of the hits plugin rather than the SPP one?
The menu camera thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think so
Because then the hits camera, yeah, it's an element that we okay. Because then
yeah.
we can reuse it. Okay.
If you
Hits
look at
menu camera component.
in the stream, I think it's in the hits shared plugin, right? There is hits UI. I think it should go there.
Yeah, that's what I've just stuck it in the core UI.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I've
yeah.
just stuck it.
Yeah, because I think like the hierarchy goes.
Actually,
Yeah, the generic one is goes into hits, thingy, and then the SPP one it goes into the SPP.
I want to
I
create a new
think
directory. I'm going to call it components. And then these are any because then if there's anything else we want to have that is like UI, like is a UI component of sort that
yeah,
regardless
exactly.
of what
So
UI is.
yeah, so in this hits UI at the same level that they go core UI, just call it components UI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just then.
Yeah. I mean, like core UI, it's a bit of a shitty name nowadays.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
just
think
gonna create a new one components. I think
yeah,
because then I assume there'll be something similar that will do it
yeah,
separate. So.
because I think that this I'm gonna eventually split it into UI widgets and UI you know menus. I don't know, like but this is because this is a bit too generic. Doesn't really tell much. No, actually, maybe selected viewport is more correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think selected. But we have a video on Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Oh,
we
yeah,
do.
well, see. Oh, here we go. Oh, first one.
Check that bit. That's that bit. Yeah. Okay. There's a bit right. I mean, if you wait, let me share my screen. I'll show you the exact bit I'm on about. There's a bit that is just the coolest thing I've ever seen in the game, and it's so accidental. But obviously, like I think we can have loads of different types of slide that we pose a match into, right? So depending on where you're at in the fall, you might slide differently. Yada yada yada. But there's a bit where he does like a knee slide.
When it goes on the knee.
Yeah, like here. He does
One
like
sec,
a.
one sec. I'm watching the.
Wait, he's on my screen.
No, no, one sec. No, just like this video is awesome. Wow. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see your screen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this bit here is just the
Yeah.
sickest thing.
That
Where you
one.
think,
That one is
what?
incredible.
Like,
Yeah,
like
that
this.
one is really like, what the hell? It's basically even better than having a mocap session. So that is through physics, right?
Yeah, that's purely through physics.
See.
I could honestly, yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's it.
Ah.
That bit is, yeah, the clip's quite cool actually. I'm quite happy with it. It's quite cool.
Wow. Oh yeah, like I noticed. Yeah, that is the London Eye on the.
Yeah, I was sliding down it to be fair. I just didn't
Yeah,
have that.
sliding down. Yeah, the next one is gonna be sliding down the London Eye.
Even
Wow.
that bit there, there's a bit where he starts to lean forward as he's coming to the end before he drops off. It's just so like, I don't know. Good.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a bit that it goes. Yeah, it tries to. But even that side flip into the slide, right? It just feels so natural.
I know.
As it got a good musical, would they get banned from YouTube? If better if I don't play the music.
Oh, careful.
Stupid YouTube. No, I mean when it goes down the knees, it's like incredible.
I know.
I quite like the way you do the videos because I can never understand where the video starts and where the video ends. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
of those trips that you like you want to watch it again and you don't know if it's
What is it? Kind of the aim.
well, 500 likes is like, wow. Ah, shit. That 1 second they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me.
Maybe like, copyright claim.
Channel
Your
gone.
9 viewers, you and your 8 people, one including yourself.
Okay, I think why did I see the comments and how much will it cost? Not much. Wow.
I love that. What I've noticed now, we don't get any more watchdogs. Like,
Ah, yeah,
from Parkour.
yeah. The watchdog brigades.
I was like, watchdogs. Oh, this is like a scrap, and it's like it's just stopped. Like it just doesn't happen anymore. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we've passed that.
I
We've
guess on
passed that stage.
TikTok there will be still some kids who say, "Oh yeah, it's not watchdog, is it?" Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
there are worse things that you can be compared against, right? So I still don't mind too much. At least they say, "Oh, it's this Roblox." I mean, there was some guys that say, "Oh, it's this on Roblox" in one of the earlier videos.
to be fair, there's like a parkour reborn thing on it. It's like quite good.
In
But I think
Roblox.
again, it's like, yeah, it's actually quite good. But I think again, it's that yeah, I think it all just comes down to the same thing. It's like in most
I,
case, I think it's just like what we're trying to. People always say the same thing. It's like I think that's the issue. If you're trying to make it realistic, but There's no reason why it can't be realistic but fluid and fast at the same time. It's just I just think the process just takes longer to get there. But because it's visible, like, and we're showing the process, people are like, "Oh, this sucks. This looks bad compared to this, yada yada." But then, like, just takes one thing to be, "Oh, okay, now this looks great now. Oh, this is really fast now." It's like, well, that's just like the process. But yeah, stop comparing them.
What I like about this exact screen here that we got, the last four videos, you can like the last four video looks like from a game. The first, well, the next four, the older one, they look from a prototype, right? Yeah, it's quite nice progression. I think that is really shows, and it's not just the graphics; it's just the whole mechanics that are more defined. Yeah, so cool. So, oh, did I put the like? I don't think I put the like in the, yeah, like
Did
my
not
video.
like. Wow. Just no one these days.
So request resolution change. Let's request the resolution change.
New hits menu camera component. Oh, so
What? Me. Huh? I don't know. Oh, well, screw now. Me. So, did I screw up? I did. What the hell did I do? So flat combo. Okay, this is a slightly annoying bit. 400. Why on earth this would be? Huh? Okay, transform. What's title? Oh, what? Undo, undo everything. Okay. Best comment ever. Can we change the font to Comic Sans? I mean, we have to now. Damn. Damn. God. Sacred. I'd say then. Comic Sans. I'm not sure Drew is gonna be overly happy with that. Uh,
Yeah.
if you can negotiate with
Yeah.
Drew Comic Sans, then I'm all up for it.
Oh, Loki love that.
Oh, say, why does he do that? Why can't I copy a transform? Oh no, I can't actually. Okay. Can you do it on a rainy night in Stoke? Yeah, you can do it on a rainy night in Stoke. No, you can't do it. Rainy night in Stoke. What the hell is it going on? Right, so it's a bit there. And the 600. Mate, set the key. How do I set the key? 600. Set the key. Right. Are you gonna set the key? No. Oh, come on. So now. No. Okay. 600. Set the key. Don't move it. Okay. 600. Set the key. Okay. Uh, yeah, do I need a. Save this. Go crazy. Um, yeah, it's too longer. Yeah. Alright. A bit sus, but. Yeah, I'm not overly sure that there's this. Well, okay, I'll just keep it as this. Dude, let's try to apply the settings. Alright, so request resolution change. Uh, I really like that Instagram video. I want to watch it again. Did it, a very good sense of momentum there, with the physics, which I think is just perfect. Yeah, I can watch this all day.
What the hell?
Uh, we're doing. I was doing. Yeah, I was. Oh, so, request resolution change.
Why are you not? Why can't I find you? Oh, I think I just need to regenerate project pass. That's what.
Request resolution.
Okay, let's do that now.
So this is all good. I quite like the fact that I've added the menu menu entry, like basically no time, and it's all coherent with that. Uh, I need to grab some food at some point. Have anything yet today? Well, it's 4 o'clock, so almost 5. Maybe I just did dinner then. Um, right, so apply add delegate. I need to add the delegate then. Alright, so it's this guy here. Apply graphic settings. Yeah, I think all of these are graphic or something. It's a bit long, these 2 lines, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think okay, let's do this. Right, so apply graphic change. Before we do all of this, maths, right? Let's try this guy here. What's this guy? Request recently change. How do we use it? Function? Edit? Request? What is this? Yeah. Um. Okay. Let's try this. I mean, yeah, this is slightly different. Yeah.
What is going on here? I'm like missing. There we go. Okay, there it is. I'm just missing files. Might be coffee.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's already. Oh, it won't. Is there any more? Window. Oh, screen. Should we just use this? Ah, retry. Uh, oh, namespace. What can I do? Can we? I don't think so. Oh, maybe yeah. Weird. Gonna crash horribly. Okay. Wait there for a second. Okay. I that's fine. Oh wow. It what? I don't need that after. Oh well. Uh, yeah, so there is window five. Um, that is what I can fuck combo. Next. Yeah, that's right. It may include the galaxy, but one of this. Um, save all in 1 second. Just doesn't trust this guys. Okay. Menu. Graphic. Yeah, didn't. Um,
Writers.
it's getting cold. It probably doesn't do anything then in the. Okay. New. I mean, maybe standalone game I should try, but it can be asked. I mean, I think I should. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh, okay. Oh, that's huge. Alright.
I'm trying to coordinate state change.
I think it's trying to load the level that doesn't exist. I'll check if we got something on the macros. Okay, this is a standalone game, but before we do that, I'll just that thing. Before game mode, game default map. Right, the game. Yeah, fine. Yep. Yeah, dang. The crash, yeah? Yeah, what is this thing? Um, we may have a problem here. One. Are you on camera 311? Ah, that doesn't make much sense, really. Uh, pause a match. I think it's pause a match, maybe. Wait, wait, wait then. Hmm, that is an interesting. Can I still debug it? I wonder. I don't think so, right? Because then it goes. Yeah, I think you can debug it. Yeah, run process. Dang. Yeah, it's annoying. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Bastard. Well, the good thing is that it's well, good news and not so good news. Okay, and how did we ship? I think we should 011 was the. Yeah, I mean this reward because. Okay. Um. Okay, I need to consider that. Uh, okay, these two I can already test because they don't getting called. But yeah, but these guys, yeah, we can just change the graphic settings. Okay, let's go to those guys there. Right. So at the menu widget. Um, bear with me a minute. Um, view property. I'm hungry though. View property. View, let's put it window mode. Ah, no, yeah, because we kind of have. Oh, bit of a shame, really, but it's okay. Um, yeah, I think that is where we do graphics. I think we shouldn't really add anything here. Yeah. Shouldn't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this guy. And, yeah. This. I mean, that because that won't work. You know. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Um, be back in an hour. So David, do the best. You will to grab some food. Yeah, catch you in a little bit.